Yes, our first stream back for the year 2024, and we got new cosmetic gold sinks.
Another death night.
The subs are coming in hot and fast today. I missed you guys, let me tell you. We got new cosmetic gold sink vendors here. So if you got some money for Christmas, or if you're shit broke, well, too bad. There's money to be spent in WoW, and it's time to get spending. Because if you want some cool-ass mounts, or some nice things to be had, just like real life, it's gonna cost you some money. Yes, there is a new vendor showing up in good old Valdrakken. And she's got some mounts to be had, some items to be had. Let's check out some of the stuff. For 1.2 million gold, you could show everybody that you are the greatest pay-to-win player of all time. And getting the golden plated scarab. Yeah, check this thing out. Oh my god. Yeah, these will be unavailable soon. That's right. Check back soon. Yes, for emotes. Oh, we'll get it. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's a rusty day. It's a rusty day. But check out this golden scarab. Look at this thing. Look at this thing in all of its glory for 1.2 million gold. Now, there are also, up-resed old weapons here. We saw these earlier, and this is, I guess, what they're going to be for. So that we got the Whispering Temper Blades, fully remodeled. If you're a classic WoW Andy and you love old weapons, this might do it for you. These are pretty cool. The Scarab Shield as well. Lots of Scarab-y stuff looking here. Getting your Epic Edition yet, Sam? I have not gotten my Epic Edition yet, but I did gift an Epic Edition, so I'll be getting my own soon. I'm not too worried about it. The Marauder's Golden Caver. This thing looks pretty cool. So the theme here is gold. Obviously, you're going to spend gold, you're going to get gold. This thing looks amazing. I'm not going to lie, I'm really into this helm. I don't know if it's going to load or not, but this helm freaking looks beautiful. The Rathian Crusader's helm. Freaking beautiful. The Regal Rider's headgear. Again, all of these, the prices for them are right here. None of these are cheap. Yeah, you got to have some gold to get any of these items. So get on it if you haven't gotten it. Maybe you got a gift card for Christmas and you want to get yourself a WoW token. I don't know. But there it is. We also have some extra traders tender coming your way. It looks like people who are going to the trading post.
Another
Blackfish, thank you, man, for the sub. Kicking off the hype trade up to level 2. Oh my god, man, what a way to start the year. So EU players have noticed that they've been getting 500 extra tenders from the trading post when they complete the reward. So they get the golden mobile timepiece, get that watch, plus 500 tendies. So Blizzard's feeling a bit generous for the new year, giving people new tendies. Yeah. So I guess that's another thing you can add into the numbers of stuff that you're gonna be able to get this trading post. This trading post for the beginning of the year is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I got a bunch of really good looking mounts. The Skull Crusher, lots of cool items here. We went through with all of these before the new year, so the trading post is pretty good this month. Although the watch, not really my thing, but it is what it is. Night Elf cosmetic items scattered throughout Belemeth. So a bunch of these items were data mined before, and we're starting to see that they are now showing up in Belemeth. So that city's filling out more and more, so we've seen the spear here. One that was pretty interesting to me, Belemeth has a little Death Knight set up here. Now, lore-wise, this is probably like some Night Elf Death Knight who's returning to the city, and there's a little Death Knight set up. Look at this. You got a scroll here, clearly like rune scrolls or something. You got a little dagger here, and then clearly these are Death Knight weapons. I mean, this guy's dual wielding. He's a Frost DK or something, but a little setup here. A little love to the Death Knights and the new Night Elf city. A bunch of other cool data mine weapons that we had seen before, just scattered throughout the city. Again, trying to make the city feel lived in. I guess that was one of my complaints about the city early on, was this thing just looks like it's a couple huts in a forest. But I guess they're trying to fill it out more and more, and Blizzard has commented on some of the hate towards the city, saying that the city will progress as time passes, build out more, flesh out more, because right now, honestly, as a replacement for Darnassus, it just doesn't really do anything for me. Don't start with the lore. Oh, we're going to get into lore. Don't you worry, day. It's a wonderful day. And a little backpack there. Yeah, there's little backpacks everywhere. So, filling out the city a little bit more, making it feel more lived in. A bunch of these Kaldori weapons and stuff like that just sitting around the city have been found. If you haven't gotten this already, go get it. The Twitch Prime loot for this month is, you get yourself a little goatee boy. Yeah, the Swift Windsteed mount. So, I'll put this in chat. You can follow this link and go ahead and get it. Yeah, get it. Go get yourself the little mounty boy. All you gotta do is click the link if you have Amazon Prime, and you can go get it. Moving on to something very interesting. We're going to talk a little bit about lore, but not the kind of lore you were thinking. Something interesting was found in data mine for Season of Discovery, and it relates to retail. Yeah, that's right. If you're trying to play Season of Discovery to escape from retail WoW will find you. Yeah, it looks like Xal'atath. Yeah, it's Sam. It looks like Xal'atath has shown up in Classic. Well, at least the Season of Discovery. And here's what's interesting about it. So it starts off with a shadowy figure who starts to speak to you as the character. Okay? She came. She visited me from in my dreams, shadowed me. The box. It changed things, made them better, stronger, such wonders. But the box, it was hungry. And I had no idea of the cost. Okay, so this guy is telling you about this shadowy figure that approached him and told him to create this thing called the box. This cultist then starts telling you the box needs to be destroyed. And the only way it can be destroyed is by a powerful light source. So he says, no time, you must finish it. Find it, the box. Somehow, it won't stay lost, not forever. Well, it sure didn't stay lost. It showed up again. And remember, like, Season of Discovery is obviously pre-retail. Still, in the timelines of things. So, yeah, it didn't stay lost forever if we're talking about Xal'atath. He can't be allowed to find it. I think I understand. This is what the player says back. I think I understand, but if you couldn't destroy it, how can I? The opposite of the void. The opposing force. Light. Hope. So he's saying you have to use light to destroy this box, and you eventually do in the questline, and once you do, it gives you a shard of the void. This shard reads, all that remains of the box is a tiny silver, perfectly black crystal. It seems to draw in and consume the light. Now this gets more interesting because right now this could be anything from the void. There's no hint that it's Xal'atath, but it starts to speak to the character. And we know Xal'atath has had a history of speaking to characters in the game. Yeah, thank you so much for the hype train, by the way, guys. That was awesome. What a way to start the year. And this thing starts to speak to the player character after it's been destroyed from the crystal. It says, don't worry about who I am. Consider instead what I can do for you. So the player responds, I'm not quite sure I want anything from you. Whatever it is, you are. Don't you? I wouldn't be so sure. That bauble you have there, the little black crystal, it's something special. Something that you shouldn't be wasting sitting at the bottom of your pack along with bloody rags and crumbs of stale bread. I can tell you how to use it, how to harness it. This should be destroyed. This is the player's response. Not used. People have died for this. The shadowy figure responds, there you go. Being entirely boring again. I'm starting to think that maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Fine. Do as you will. Cast it into the fires of the Black Rock or into the deep of the Maelstrom. Make sure it's thoroughly lost. You see, though, these things don't tend to stay lost forever. Yeah? Look, these things start to hint at really that this could be Xal'atath. And it's a shadowy figure speaking to this character. And we know in the past, Xal'atath has done this stuff before. The Zandalari Empire, she literally freaking basically toppled the entire thing by convincing this priest to go to this black rock item and cast his dagger into it and sacrifice everybody around it, releasing all the bugs upon them. It's a BFD raid, Sam. It's an SOD. Yeah, all this stuff is connected. I'm telling you guys. It's part of the quest line. Oh, interesting. So if we continue to read here, she says, my point is that you don't know who's going to find it. I can think of no more heroic, stalwart, just and noble creature than yourself to bear it and take advantage of its gifts. I can show you a snap of the fingers, and I could show you how to use it to make something truly special. You need only say the word. Now, this is where the player gets a choice. I want nothing from you, leave me be, or fine, show me. And then she basically teaches them how to create this item. So time seems to momentarily slow. This is if you accepted and let her show you what she wanted to show you. Time seems to slow, and you are treated to a not entirely pleasant sensation of a memory that is not your own, being forcibly injected directly into your mind. Before you can eventually fully register what is happening, it's over. Excellent. I just left my mark on you. I think that the next time you sit down at a crafting bench, you'll find yourself to be quite inspired. Just remember, you only have one shard, so use it wisely. Farewell, adventurer. Go destroy evil, or whatever it is that you do. Oh man, and here's the image. So remember, Blood Elf models didn't exist in Classic WoW. They still don't. So this is the model, and I have to say this looks very much like Xal'atath. It surely does. It's an elf model, very shadowy looking figure, very well dressed, I have to say, just like Xal'atath was in her previous model. And it certainly seems like her. Yeah. Yeah. You're an elf model? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. What is up, Boishi? Ultimately, classic players have to destroy the box and left with a powerful item, pretty strong sense of unease. You destroy the box, you should feel relief, but you feel a sense of unease. It is as if you are being watched. Oh, yeah. This is an interesting quest line. And look, if Blizzard's going to start to kind of tie the two together, classic lore, leading in and back and forth, especially Season of Discovery with retail, I think it's a really cool thing. And Xal'atath showing up because we do know she did in fact exist back then and was playing roles in many empires, many different regions of the world. Pretty interesting stuff. I personally think it is her. Maybe this is how she traveled back to Classic to get items she needed for War Within. Hey, look, I'm telling you, it would be cool. I think it'd be really cool if they start to kind of tie the two together. Loradar is in SOD. Oh. This is crazy. Oh, you're talking about the item. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, this is really cool. Moving on to DPS charts. Yes, we review DPS charts. Post-Christmas break, post-New Year's break. First DPS charts of 2024. Let's see what they look like. It looks like rogues are still at the top, at least to start here. Damage. Outlaw Rogue. This is overall damage, sitting at the very top. Demo Warlock, Sub-Titty Rogue. Also, their ass rogue has dropped off a little bit. We got Marksmanship Hunter and Arcane Mage also sitting near the top. Havoc, Demon Hunter. Not doing too bad. Man, Unholy and Frost, what the hell? What happened? What happened to my Death Knights? Also, Enhancement Shaman, I thought it was really high too before. Jeez. Well, let's see what matters most anyways. Boss damage. Man, we are in the age of the rogue. We are in the age of the rogue. Rogues have been in a really good spot lately. We got Sub-Titty and Ass up at the top. Enhancement. Okay, Enhancement is back here. They're still doing good on boss damage. Balance, Fire and Arcane. I've been seeing them. Here's the thing I don't get. Rat Pallies are pretty low here, but every time we've done a raid, I've seen Rat Pallies near the top. Either Rat Pally players are just freaking good, or something ain't right about this data, or maybe it's a legendary. I don't think they've all had the legendary, though. It's crazy to see the difference here in what I see in our raids and what I see on these charts. Yeah, /flex, indeed. No, really, I've seen some badass Ret Pallies come into our raids and just pump. Yeah. Loadar is the Emirdrasil raid. Boss is the ally NPC in SOD. Jesus, I don't even know what King Julian... King Julian, I'm confused as shit. But this is crazy to read. Crazy to see. All these guys just doing their thing. Who are the big movers? We got... Oh my god. Devastation Evoker just moved up 15 spots. Where were they on here? What the hell? Oh, wow. Okay, on overall damage. Yeah, damn. What the hell? Huge mover up. 15 spots. Fire Mage moved up 10 spots. Who are the big movers down? Oh, Devastation. Frost also moved. Mage got big buffed. Wow. Arcane up 9. Frost up 15. And Fire Mage up 10. So, mages all across the board got boosted like crazy. Survival down 11. That's the biggest mover down. Followed by Ass down 10. Yeah, I remember Ass was much higher. But these are the numbers, boys, for the new year. And that is it in terms of news.